Afternoon, 512 City. I'm having an interesting conversation with Alan Platt that will be joining us this Sunday at 512 City Church, speaking about life's challenges. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you. A joy to be with you. Really looking forward.
Your heart to speak about life's challenges. Life certainly has a lot of challenges at this point in time. What are some of the things stirring in your heart?
Well, I can hardly think of anybody alive today that doesn't recognize that there are challenges, especially now in this season. And as Christ followers, we approach challenges in a different way. And I think Jesus not only modeled it for us, but he actually came as a model of us to show us how we as human beings flooded with the presence of the Father can engage challenging circumstances.
I'm very tempted to ask more questions about that, Alan, but I'm not going to take the bait. I'm gonna discipline myself and wait for Sunday. But what do you think could be some of the things that could change in people's lives as they understand Christ as the model of us when it comes to navigating challenges? What difference does it make to the way I live?
Well, I think, sometimes we underestimate the design of our humanity. And we somehow are embarrassed about, the fact that we are human. Instead of understanding that was something that God celebrated and that Jesus came to vindicate our design. He came to show us that we no longer have to be embarrassed, because when there's the union of your humanity with godly divinity, it does reposition you.
Wow. That's amazing. I mean, just hearing you say that, I think so much of the church environment, it's so noble to look down on humanity within most of the church. It's so noble to say, I'm a sinner, I'm wrong, I'm bad. But actually, a lot of those things kind of reinforce a lot of the things we say about it, doesn't it?
Yes, of course. And somehow we've got this convoluted idea that, if I degrade myself, that is humility, but it's actually just an insult to the cross, because Jesus came to show us a way in which our lives could bring honor to God.
Degrading myself is an insult to the cross. That's a tweetable quote right there, Alan. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Obviously, I have the privilege of knowing you quite well and actually journeying very close to you for a little while there. And I think I know where I picked up a mannerism, by the way, which I'm sure somebody is going to show out that's going to watch this Facebook feed. But I adjust my glasses when I speak, and I did it on this call just before you did it on the call, and I couldn't keep myself in. I had to laugh at that. So I'm blaming you for that one from this point onwards. But tell us a little bit, just for the sake of, obviously 512 City Church doesn't necessarily know you that well, but they'll hear you, and then they'll remember some things that they thought that was very smart for Yuri. And now they'll know that it was actually you. But don't you want to say a couple of things just about yourself, a little bit about your life story and what you do around the world?
Thanks, Yuri. Yeah, a delight to have been in the ministry for the last 30 odd years, the last 25 leading Doxadeo, of course, of which you were part of. And we had to, at some moment in time, recognize that God has a bigger and a wider calling on your own life, and had to release you into 512 and all the other things that you are engaged with. But we've been very grateful in terms of the journey, seeing over the last 25 years, various campuses being established all over the world as part of one family, very strongly having this engagement within community and society at large, And so it's a whole missional strategy that is connected to the Doxa Deo family. And about 10 years ago, we felt that we wanted to serve the larger church globally with some of the principles that we've learned. And we created what we now call the City Changes Movement. And that is now serving on all continents, helping churches and commerce and business leaders to better understand how to connect Sunday's faith with Monday's life.
Awesome. Alan, it is a lot, and I'm very aware of the incredible global impact that your ministry is having. Why make the time now? Initially, before all this craziness hit, you were going to physically be in Austin to be with us on Sunday, which we're really looking forward to. It's a pity that we only get to see you online now, but at least we still get to see you. But why commit to this? I mean, come on, it's I'm sure you have bigger churches to preach at. I'm sure you've got places to go and people to see, and you can jump on a Zoom call with any church. Why is it important to you to be important enough to put time aside to be with 512 City Church this Sunday?
Well, that's an easy one to answer, Yuri. Obviously, we love you and Karen and recognize God's grace on your life. And even though you're no longer officially part of the Doxa Deo family, you are still family as far as we are concerned. And because we also have this philosophy that, you know, if you want a mission, there needs to be a man, which could be a woman. But it's important for us to recognize that God has called people. And so we see this opportunity to just come alongside and encourage both you and what God has done in the church there as a young, emerging ministry. And it's a delight. It's a delight to give time to be part of and to recognize that God's grace is upon you. And of course, with JP and them being there, you know, it reinforces that narrative. It's just a joy.
Well, Alan, thank you for making the time. And I'm really excited about having you with us on Sunday. And I'm sure the 512 family is looking forward to welcoming you guys. It would have been great to welcome you in person, and we're going to have to take a rain check on that because we know what part of the best part about you is having the honor around. But we'll just yes, we'll just see her on Zoom, and we look forward to having you guys with us on the Zoom call. And 512 City Church this Sunday. Don't just stream church, come and be church, and join us at 512 City Church this Sunday on Zoom. If you have to stream, Facebook and YouTube is always available. We're looking forward to having Alan Platt with us this Sunday.
Bless you.